cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousins, let me know if y'all can hear me. Please, in the chat, let me know if you can hear me or not. I'm in my car. I'm at the hospital with my brother, but I'm in a car right now and I'm on my iPad, so I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all about some stuff to see how y'all feeling. But if you can hear me in the chat, let me know. Let me know for sure. Um, what's up, y'all? How everybody doing on this? What's it, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. I hope y'all feeling good. I hope y'all are healthy and all of that. I was supposed to be on Culture United last night, but unfortunately, something happened with my brother. If you're in the Discord, you know. But thank God he's okay. So that's all that really matters and what's important. Um, he ain't get sent to the upper room. Thank God. Um, Sometimes you gotta just laugh at shit, you know, to keep yourself from crying. But um, yeah, like I was saying, I was supposed to be on there last night, but hopefully I'll be on the next one. I've literally had to decline being on like the last three Culture Uniteds since I've been on there. I think I've been on there 3 times and I've had to decline 3 times, but hopefully it was a good show. I think I caught like a few clips here and there. There was a wonderful young lady named BK on there last night holding it down for the ladies. So shout out to her. Who's in here? Can I show on here? Oh yeah, I can. Hey Kwani. What's up, twin? What's up, cousin? I got Fame TV. Shout out to the cousin. He been putting in work. If you haven't, check him out for sure. Hold on. Forgive me, y'all. Like I said, I'm on my iPad doing this in the car. So forgive me. J Tom Reacts. Shout out to them as well. Also another channel out here putting in work and doing their thing. So support them as well. We trying to get the small content creators boosted next year. Hey Tiff, what's going on? What's up, Smooth? One of my favorite cousins. Charlotte in the building as always. Hey Raphael. What's up? What's up? But I wanted to come on here and talk to y'all because I wanted to talk to y'all about GNX having over 100 songs. Well, nearly 100 songs. What else I wanted to talk to y'all about? I wanted to see if y'all if y'all watched the Diddy Netflix series yet. I think it's like 4 or 5 episodes. I think no, Siri, I'm not talking to you. I haven't watched it yet. I've seen clips here and there, but I wanted to know y'all opinion on it. Um, Hey, Quality. If I was home, I would play Family Ties right now, but I'm not. But shout out to you, cousin. Hey, Fave. Shout out to Miss Bynum in the chat. End of the world 6118. That's a crazy name, cousin. But shout out to you. That is a crazy name. Hey, Lisa. What's going on? I'm doing good, top dog. Annabus. I hope I said that right. How are you doing? Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Yes, he is good. He is good. Just a little banged up. He got a scratch above his eye and he actually dislocated his knee. But again, I'm glad that was, you know, all the extent of the situation. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, so um hold on. Again, I'm on this iPad, so I'm trying to work this. So I was seeing how it said that, well, first of all, congrats to DJ Mustard and um Soundwave and Jack Antonoff because they were crowned Verity's hit makers, producers of the year, which I think is well deserved from them, for them, because they worked together and put out a great album in GNX. Also, with the other things that they worked on outside of that, like I think Soundwave and Jack Antonoff have credits on Taylor's album, Sabrina Carpenter. So they out here working. Mustard too. Mustard's out here working. I know he's working on Ella May's current project. So, but they were crowned it for GNX. I'm trying to pull up the article on my phone while I have this here. And I think the highlight, I guess, of the article is the fact that GNX supposedly has freaking 100 songs in the vault. 100 songs? That is so crazy. 100 freaking songs. 80 to 100 songs in the vault. Let me get that right. So I just wanna know where the rest of the songs at. And how can we get them? We would like to hear those songs, cousins. Am I right? We would like to hear those 80 to 100 songs. Like I would literally go to a listening party and hear all 80 to 100 of those songs. Even if they are just, ideas, rough drafts, not fully complete. I would love to sit in a studio, uh, some type of room, whatever, with the cousins, and we all hear the songs that they were working on. I think that would be so freaking cool. Because how do you freaking first of all, okay, so let's go down some highlights before we get into the. So the interesting notes, I put this on my community post as well earlier. The interesting notes from the write-up is that GNX was started right after Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers was released. If you've been on the channel for a while, we've talked about Kendrick when he first introduced the GNX car to us. The first time he introduced it to us was on his Instagram, his Finsta account. And none of us actually knew what the fuck it was. We just thought it was like another post of him giving us like some type of insight into what it is that he's been up to, because he had just came back. He dropped Mr. Morale. He's been on tour since 2022. So he would drop photos here and there, giving us just a taste of what it is that he was up to. So none of us really looked into it, I guess. Um, but one day something just told me to go look at his Finsta, and then that made me realize the GNX on in the Finsta post was released, I think like a day or two after or before Like That dropped. I think it was before Like That dropped. So we knew right then and there that this was already in the makings, you know? This was already in the making, because a lot of people were saying, oh, GNX was rushed. It was put together after the battle. He wanted to just capitalize off the hype. Even if he did wanted to capitalize off the hype, so fucking what? But Soundwave basically confirmed that they have been working on GNX since Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And that's crazy to think about. And it confirms that this wasn't about Drake. This wasn't about proving narratives wrong. This is what he had already wanted to do. This was always his plan. Since this was going to be his first album on his own label, under his own entity, he wanted to basically start over. Like, I don't know if people realize, but like Good Kid, Mad City and GNX are basically like the same album. It's both his GNX is his first studio album on a label. I mean, Good Kid, Mad City, excuse me. It's his first album on a major label. GNX is his first album on his own label. And they're both homage to the West Coast where he's from. They're basically a mirror of each other. It's just Kendrick is from the perspective of a 16, 17-year-old, and GNX is now full circle with everything that he's learned over the years. Um, but to know that they've been working on it that long and they've accumulated over up to 100 songs is insane. It's kind of wild. And I want to hear all them shits. I want to hear every last one of them. Because where's the deluxe, right? We've been talking about this deluxe situation. I personally have stopped thinking there's a deluxe. I am on the narrative that there is a second disc for the album. But as far as like a deluxe, Kendrick doesn't really do deluxes. If you look at his discography, the only time we did get a deluxe is with Good Kid, Mad City. But now that I'm thinking about it, because it's a mirror of each other, he might do a deluxe with GNX. It makes sense. If he is continuing the pattern of, first studio album on a label, homage to Compton, the West Coast. He gave us deluxe on Good Kid, Mad City. I can see a deluxe being with GNX, but I'm still thinking of it as like gonna be a second disc. I don't know. But I want to hear those songs because they're confirming that they have extra songs. So if you have the extra songs, give us those extra songs. Who I need to speak to, who I need to run down on and get these additional songs. Day free, don't make me walk up on you. Do not make me walk up on you and hold you hostage for these damn songs. Okay? Don't make me. Shout out to the cousin CJ Kid 1231 with the big dono. I appreciate you so much for the donation and supporting the channel. It really does help, especially in this time. Appreciate you so much. Hope you and your brother are doing well, Mooney. Sending much support from North to Patterson. Shout out to my Jersey people. Newark is like 20 minutes from Patterson. I can't wait to go home. I can't wait to go home. When I go home, I might have like a cousins meetup or something. But thank you again so much for the support and thank you for the well wishes as well. I appreciate that. J Time reactions. I hope I'm saying that right. Appreciate your help earlier. All good, cousin. Shout out to you. I be seeing your work. I be seeing you reacting to my stuff too, and I appreciate it so much. But just looking out because I know you're a good content creator, and I don't want um anyone to get like a stigma that they're just pushing bullshit, especially when I know they are a good content creator. So just had to look out. Um, for those I'm pretty sure like wondering what the fuck I'm talking about. There's a video about Drake's alleged son. Yeah, I know we've talked about it on the channel as well before. But there was a video they were basically like piecing together different photos and trying to, I guess, say like this person that's in this one collage is the mother of his son. And I'm like, no, that's just not true. I hate Drake as much as the next person. I love a good narrative as much as the next person, but I'm not gonna lie on that nigga. Now, do I believe he has a son or some other kids out there? 100%. And is there a rumor that the lady that's in the photo with the little boy is Drake's baby mother? Yes. However, you don't have to take one photo and another photo and put it together to get a story off. Like, if we're gonna get the story off, just let's do it accurately, even if it is Drake, Again, I don't like that nigga, but I'm not gonna lie on him. And I don't want anyone thinking you were lying. Obviously you didn't know because you were reacting to someone else's video. So I got it. So that's why I wanted to put you on, cousin. But thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Hey cousin, thank you. Just paying my weekly tithes before I spend all the money on Dolce merch tomorrow at Spilt Milk. Hopefully internet service will be better. GNX is for the history books. Cousin, you enjoy yourself. You have a good time. You've been lit and you've been turning up, and we appreciate all of the coverage that you've been giving us so far. So shout out to you and thank you so much for the support. Um, uh, we can lure him with a free hat. He loves. Wonder if he's going to mention the game or Joey stuff. Are you talking about Kendrick? If there is a deluxe or a disc two, um, I think he might mention them, but I don't think he will mention them like by name. I feel like they're not worth mentioning by name, but he might give them a little, slap to the back of the head or something. I would love to hear it. Joey especially, Joey deserves a smack in the back of the head. He definitely does. And y'all know what's so funny? I was looking at my YouTube Wrapped the other day, and why they said Joey Badass was my second most watched artist. For the people who say I hate Joey, what do you have to say to that? I hate him so much that he turned up as number two in my most listened artist on YouTube. Ain't that funny? It's not the truth, but I just found that funny that it came up like that. I like some of Jovan's music. I be listening to some of Jovan's music. He just be being corny. And he don't need to be corny because first of all, you fine shit. You so fine. Why are you this corny? Huh? I hate when fine men are corny. I can't stand it. And I'm allowed to one, like your music and say when you're corny or when you're not. Why can't I keep it real? Why do it always have to be yes woman or yes man with artists? Y'all never want to keep it real with your favorite artist. If Kendrick did some corny shit, I would say Kendrick did some corny shit. Some corny shit is him having 100 songs saved from GNX, and I'm pissed about it, and he's not letting us hear it. That's corny to me. um, so many clues suggest there will be a deluxe. Exactly, Charlotte. Exactly, cousin Charlotte. There's so many clues. Like, first of all, the power, not power. The Nate Dogg double disc that's in the middle of Squabble Up. Um, the Tupac, All Eyes on Me double disc, and then this, I think it's this seven day theory thing. Um, there's so many clues, and then he had the Power Ice T's album Power in the Squabble Up music video. I think he released like two albums that year. So it's a lot of things that say there's more, basically. The GNX trailer that came out like 30 minutes before the actual album, Bodies not being on the album, but it's clearly a workable song because he has at least two verses to it. He released the trailer, which had a verse in it, and then he performed the second verse on the Super Bowl. So it's obviously a full song. Stop being stingy, Kendrick Lamar Duckworth. Share it with the kinfolk, right? Like we know what those unreleased songs sound like. Yeah. Um, I hate when people say that this was a mixtape. Nah, this was an album. I feel you call me Wayne. What's going on with you today, cousin? But I feel you. Um at first it did feel like a mixtape. I won't lie to you. At first it did feel that way. Because Kendrick is known to have conceptual albums. So at first it didn't sound like a conceptual album when you first listen to it, but once you listen to it and you listen to it again and you get what the theme is and you get how it connects to all of the other albums, like in Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, he talks about past life regressions, and he talks about being reincarnated and being in tune with yourself, or going into yourself and coming out of yourself and being a new person. He talks about that in Mr. Morale, and then it translates to GNX. So I know people were like, oh, that's not really a conceptual album. If you really think about it, it actually is, because all of the albums connect to each other. The albums are literally his life in the state that he's in at the current moment. But I get why people were saying at first it does sound like a mixtape. And plus everyone was assuming that this album was just put together spur of the moment. But Soundwave is telling us no, it wasn't spur of the moment. This was a thought out thing. Like we literally planned this out. Some stuff, of course, they were up still. I think Jack Antonoff was still up until like 4 a.m., still remixing and mastering some of the stuff. That was revealed also in this article. And I think like the features were probably the last thing to get. I think he probably may have changed his mind on like the feature direction. So so I get it why people would assume like it was a last minute thing. Um but I think the feature aspect probably came at the last minute because he didn't want anyone to know that he was working on an album. And then he just decided to upload it. So I get the vibe of, oh, this was, people felt like it was a mixtape at first because they were just listening to it like, what's really the vibe here, you know? But yeah, I feel you though, Wayne. I feel you. This is not um a mixtape at all. This is an album. And there's an overall theme. Mm, songs. Yeah, that too, Pepper. Shout out to Pepper, always holding it down in the chat. Two GNX, two albums that may be similar. It's a good theory. Plus, the other day too, at the first stop of Melbourne in Australia, there was a lowrider, a baby blue one at that, that was parked next to the GNX. Some people were like, oh, it's probably for Schoolboy Q, but I don't think so. I think that was intentional that they put that outside like that, the GNX and the lowrider. That could be very well the vehicle that's under the tarp, the baby blue lowrider. But yeah, there's in the video as well, there's two vehicles. In the trailer, I mean the GNX trailer, there's two vehicles. I just find that interesting. I find that very interesting. Uh Wait, Drake got another son. That's the rumor, Miss Towns. That Adonis has an older brother. This rumor has been around for a very long time, like since the beginning of Twitter. This rumor of this little boy being Drake's son. He looks exactly like him, but no one has said for sure or not if that is Drake's son. I mean, I remember back in what was like maybe what like 2012, 2013 maybe, or a little before that. The boy's mother was on Twitter and she was like ranting about Drake and shit. And then next thing you know, her Twitter page was washed, and um she was like, "Oh, I was just playing and all of that, blah 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 blah." And then ever since then, the page was deleted. I think her image got changed. She got cleaned up. She has a nonprofit. The nonprofit is actually mentioned in Meet the Grams. Um, it just seems like the same story with Sophie. Like if you look at how the Sophie situation happened, it's she gets pregnant. Drake doesn't want to be there. She goes off on him on social media. The tweets get deleted. DNA test. Now he's a father. She's wiped off the internet and she comes back and now she's this devout church church lady. Um and her new occupation is that she runs a nonprofit and she does painting on the side. And it's kind of similar to this other lady as well, but she's from Miami, Florida. But again, nobody knows for sure if that's Drake's son or not. He looks exactly like Drake. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting situation to say the least. Um, it's interesting. I mean, you can't hide from the truth for forever. So if he is his father, it'll come out. If he isn't, it'll come out. But that's the rumor. And that's been the rumor since like 2012. I remember 2012, 11, 2011 through 13. That's been the rumor. I remember that shit when it happened on Twitter. Um, yeah, I can't stand him, but I'm not gonna lie on this nigga. That goes against my own integrity. I just feel like Drake is not the type of person that you need to lie on because he does so much that there's no point in lying on him. He does enough to embarrass himself. You ain't gotta lie on that nigga. Um, but back to the story. What else? So like I said, there's a vault with like 80 to 100 songs that were worked on during the time period of Mr. Morale. They were able to cut it down to 12 songs. I don't know how you can cut 100 songs down to 12. That's crazy. The Luther Vandross and Cheryl Lynn's version of If This World Were Mine sample was an idea that they had since Damn. So this was something that they wanted to do since Damn. They always wanted to flip that song and that sample. Um, and I think we knew this, but Quavo and YG both passed on the Hey Now beat, claiming they didn't know what to do with it. I think Ty Dolla $ign, he recorded to the song, I think, but it wasn't a good song. So he gave it the beat to Kendrick, and Kendrick came back with Hey Now. What else? And then yeah, again, Jack Antonoff was still tweaking songs 4 hours before Kendrick decided to release GNX to the world on a random morning. November 2024. I think it was November 22nd. Um, but yeah. I want to hear those songs though, y'all. I think we need to put a petition together to be able to hear those songs. Um, Joey would be happy if Kendrick responded. I think Joey would definitely be happy if Kendrick responded to him, because that's the whole reason his plan that he was concocting failed, because Kendrick decided to not answer him. If Kendrick answered him, it would have gave whatever it is that Joey was trying to do life. And because he ignored him, it failed. Nobody really gave a fuck. Nobody, like, we all entertained the battle because we were, we're bored. It's hip hop. Let these niggas rap if they want to rap. But Kendrick was never gonna come down to Joey, whether y'all agree with it or not. He was never gonna go back and forth with Joey. Why the fuck would he? That's Kendrick Lamar. Like, what are we doing? No shade to Joey. Again, Joey is who Joey is, but he's not Kendrick Lamar, and he's not worth going back and forth with. I don't give a fuck how you try to slice it. You cannot gaslight me into thinking it would be smart for Kendrick to respond to fucking Joey Badass. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out to the cousin Red Panda Rides for the donation. Appreciate it very much. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Love your videos. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. And y'all heard the cousin. Like this damn video. Help your girl out. All of that stuff helps the channel. Super chats, likes, shares, hype, subscribes. It all helps the channel. It helps us get into the algorithm. I don't listen to Joey's music. Joey got some decent music, when he not trying hard and he's just being himself. His music is decent, you know? This year he tried to he tried to reheat Kendrick nachos too much instead of just being his damn self. And then too, he didn't stand in what it was that he was doing. Like, there was too many instances where he's in an interview, whether with Bootleg Kev, The Breakfast Club, or wherever, and he's like backpedaling. He needed to stand in it. If you're gonna be the villain, be the villain. Even if it's something you were not intending to do, stand in it. You just gotta stand in it. And if motherfuckers be complaining, you just gotta tell them, I ain't do something. Get in the booth. That's what Kendrick did on Control. I also got a video on that. That's what sets those two apart. Kendrick had his control moment. Joey tried to have the control moment, but the difference between Kendrick and Joey is Kendrick stood in it. When niggas was upset and niggas was putting out disses, Kendrick told them straight up, y'all gotta try harder. Y'all gotta try harder. When niggas was mad at the New York line, the King of New York, he was like, okay, y'all upset? Y'all so upset. I'm gonna come back from tour, wherever it is I'm doing on tour, and I'm gonna fly into New York. I'm not even gonna fly into LAX. I'm gonna fly into New York with a New York hat on, and I'm gonna go to an industry party to check the temperature. That's what Kendrick did. And J. Cole ended up getting his ass beat for it. That's how much he doesn't give a fuck, and that's how much he likes standing in being the villain. Joey won't do that. Joey won't do that. Joey is on the Breakfast Club. Joey is on Bootleg Kev talking about, oh, the West Coast dick licking bar was a joke. No, you're not supposed to say that. Again, I'm not saying start a riot, start any, any fisticuffs or anything like that. But if you're going to answer the question, you're supposed to say, if that's how they interpreted it, that's how they interpreted it. You don't get on a fucking interview and said, oh, it was a joke. That ain't no joke. You talking about dicks to niggas' mouths. What's jokey about that? That's disrespectful, if anything. And I know it wasn't your line. Just like the King of New York line wasn't Kendrick's line. I think it was Corrupt's line. So again, you tried to have your control moment. You tried to reheat Kendrick's nachos by using a Jay-Z line, and you hid behind it. You can't do that. You cannot do that. It ain't gonna work. It is not gonna work, buddy. I think the game always been jealous of Kendrick from the beginning. The game the game is an interesting fella. Like, it's literally something wrong with him. Like, I think he just turned like 46 or 47, and he's like a habitual liar. He lies about any and everything. First of all, why are you in interviews talking about, oh, you did this for Kendrick, you did that for Kendrick? We don't give a fuck what you did or might have did or didn't do. We don't care. Especially based on the fact that you chose your side that you wanted to stand on. And none of us care that you chose that side. Let's be clear. We don't care that you chose that side. That's the side you wanted to stand on it. But don't come talking about, oh, how you put this person on, you put that person on. You did not put Kendrick on. The person you put on was fucking J Rock. If we're gonna give you credit for anything, right? Say we're gonna give Game credit for anything. When you were coming around TDE at first, you were coming around for the connection with J Rock. J Rock was being featured on your music. J Rock was the one you took on tour. Kendrick was there because Kendrick was, of course, writing and trying to make a name for himself, right? But he was J Rock's hype man. So he was there for the ride. You didn't take Kendrick on tour. You took J Rock on tour, and Kendrick was there because of J Rock was there. And then people are like, "Oh, he put him on the mixtape." Yes, he put him on the mixtape, but he put 20 other niggas on that mixtape too. What the fuck are you talking about? It was a fucking free for all. It was a cipher. Niggas was getting tagged in like it was WWE SmackDown. What are you talking about? Everybody got tagged in. If I was there, I probably would have got a verse or two on the fucking track. Everybody got on the track. If you was in a room, you got on the fucking mixtape too. So JCon, please. And I love the fact that Kendrick has a verse for everything, because what is the freaking song on one of the old mixtapes? I think it's Realest Niggas something. Realest Niggas Alive. And Kendrick literally raps about how he gave his mixtape to um the game's barber to hear his music, and he never heard anything back from the game. Mind you, y'all, like I'm saying, this is all in a song that Kendrick made back in the day. He gave the song to the barber. He never heard anything. Kendrick eventually saw the barber again, and the barber told Kendrick the game did not like his music. And Kendrick said, I don't know if I believe him or not. Like, maybe he didn't give him my music, but if he did give him my music, he claims he didn't like my music. And Kendrick was like, all right, cool. You don't like my music. But eventually down the line, they ended up working together anyway. But don't come around here talking some, oh, I saw it from the beginning. I could tell. You're a fucking liar, bro. And then there's the other video as well as him saying he told Kendrick to change his name from K Dot to Kendrick Lamar because K Dot wasn't gonna work. Your fucking name is The Game. Who the fuck are you to tell someone their rap nickname doesn't work? Your name is The Game. How was K Dot not gonna work? You got motherfuckers walking around here calling him K Dot to this day. Ain't never called him K Dot before in their life. Like niggas just be lying. Just be lying for no reason. Like he will lie about any and everything. And my thing is, it's obviously bad blood between y'all. It's obviously smoke there between y'all ever since you brought the game to Compton and he's in that music video, in that song, dissing Kendrick. You talking about, oh, me and Kendrick grew up in the same area. Kendrick grew up around the corner from me. And you bring a op to his neighborhood to shoot a music video and you think we're gonna be cool. One thing about Kendrick, if it's beef forever. Ain't no going back to it. We not being cool. We not making up. If it's smoke forever. And I admire that. I admire that. So you did that in 2000, what, 16? I think it was 2016, 2017. You did that. So now you gotta stand in it. I don't wanna kick it with you. I don't wanna roller skate with you. I don't wanna do nothing with you. Nigga, watch out. How Young Thug said, watch out. Fuck boy. Get the fuck out the way. We is we is not cool, my boy. niggas is niggas is not getting blessed at all. Nobody is getting blessed. Especially not you, the game. You are not about to use me for promo. And that's exactly what it is that he's trying to do. He's dropping an album tonight. And y'all, on a scale, I'm on a scale from 1 to red rose, white ceilings. Do y'all believe the game is gonna have some bars for Kendrick on this new project tonight? On a scale of 1 to red rose, white ceilings, do y'all think he's gonna mention Kendrick tonight on this new album? It would not shock me if he mentions Kendrick in some type of way on this album. It would not. Because the game is the type of nigga to do that. He is. I'm telling you. Mm-mm. And if he do, it's up. It's up because two T's already on your bumper. Two T's is already on your bumper. And you know you fucked up when two T's have to come out and say something. When two T's don't say nothing to nobody. That's how fucked up you got the situation. That two T's is on his Instagram calling you a liar and under Big Boy's comment section. And then he doubled down on it in his story. And then you even had little L calling you a clout chaser. Those the two people in Kendrick camp outside of Dave Free who doesn't say shit the most. Everybody else you might get something out of them. But them two, Kendrick's security, two T's, and Kendrick's childhood best friend, they don't say shit. And both of them got on the internet and called you a liar. Oh, you done fucked up, game. And they sick of your shit. So I advise you to keep it cute. You better not mention that man on that album tonight. I know that. Do not say nothing about that man. Mm-mm. Do you think the person who leaked the 616 in LA photos is a legit source? We will find out the story behind the photo. You talking about Ebony Prince? Yeah. I don't know if I can call him a source. I don't know how to describe it. But Ebony Prince has his bones to pick, if that makes sense. Like he's not doing this for no reason. Like him and Drake definitely have a bone to pick with each other. Um it's just it just seems like a little messy and chaotic and all over the place because Ebony might be, I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. But Ebony has a legit issue with Drake. And Drake, from my understanding is Drake did something to the point that Ebony lost a job that they worked very hard to get and maintain, especially as, well, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. But a job that they worked hard to get and a job that they worked hard at maintaining. And I believe Drake got them fired due to some information being exposed or being known that Drake didn't want this person to know. That's what I'll say. But I wouldn't call them like a source. Those pictures are legit. Like the things in the pictures are legit. They did belong to Drake. Um, they were obtained from the establishment that Ebony worked at, basically. But that was a funny time period when Ebony first popped up on the scene. Oh, that was such a funny night on Twitter. That was such a funny night on Twitter. Um, Rumors they gave the mother hush money. Um, Nonprofits stuff. But yeah, Ebony is a funny character, man. Like I believe they legit have a real gripe with Drake, but some of the stuff that they do is like, okay, okay, relax. But I haven't heard from Ebony in a long time. Last time I spoke to Ebony, they were doing some type of like documentary and they asked me could they use my content and I was like no. Like I'm here for whatever it is that you got going on, but I can't stamp this content and put my name on that because I personally don't know how legit it is. Again, I know we communicate and stuff like that, but I don't know you. So I'm not putting my name on something um that I don't know. I think she asked me and the company man. I don't know. Shout out to Justin. uh, and I saw, what the heck is that? And I saw something on Google that Kendrick Lamar named the second most searched person in 2025 behind David. Yeah, I was gonna actually talk about that as well because earlier they had put out a list of musicians and it didn't have Kendrick on the list and I was like, how is that possible? Because um he's listed on another list as the number two most searched person, but I guess there's a difference in US and global, but if he's the second most searched person globally, he should be the second person on the US list. I don't know how they factor in these things because Kendrick is a musician, so why wouldn't he be on the list? It's just confusing, but yeah, I had saw TMZ had posted about it. But yeah, he's second behind David, and Jimmy Kimmel is third on the list. But and people were like, well, why is this David person the first one? Y'all be serious. You know why he's first on the list. Like, what do you mean why is he first on the list? Everybody was Googling, trying to find information on if he unalived this little girl. And they're finally getting to the details, I guess. I still don't think he's been arrested, but I did see somewhere that he's finally being considered um a suspect, but a lot of people were googling him, looking up his music, trying to connect the dots because it was like foreshadowing, like he's leaving clues in his music video about what actually happened to this little girl. So it makes sense why he was unfortunately the most searched person or musician on Google. But yeah, Kendrick was second. He had another major year in 2025, you know, Super Bowl, Grammys, um, the stadium tour, Chanel endorsement. He had a lot going on. The Clips feature, Playboy Cardi feature. Kendrick did a lot this year. Some people said he ain't do enough, but to me, he did a lot. He did a lot to be considered rap MVP again of the year. I mean, we see all of the year end list. He has like 10 songs featured in the top 10. Luther was the number one song on Apple Music and Spotify for the year end list. GNX, the album, was number 9 in the top 10 of all categories, number 1 in the rap category. Um, so he did a lot this year. I don't understand how anyone else had a better year than him in rap. I know a lot of people are pushing for Malice to be the rap MVP, and I guess it's due to quantity. He put out more music this year, but if we're considering everything else, no one had a better year than Kendrick Lamar. No one has dominated 2025 like Kendrick Lamar. And the only other way anyone else would win over him, rap MVP, is because they put out music this year. Meanwhile, the music that Kendrick released in 2024 is dominating 2025. Same thing with Tyler the Creator, um, being listed as Apple Music's Artist of the Year, um and Drake being Apple Music Most Streamed Artist of the Year. None of them are in the top 5 or top 10 of the year end list. It just don't make sense. I guess Tyler got the Artist of the Year because he released 2 albums within a span of a year. I don't know. And Drake is the most streamed artist because he's surviving off of his back catalog. I don't know. But congrats to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Hold on. Shout out to the cousin K-Way for real. Appreciate the support. Peace, cousin. Notice how you don't see any slave auction energy or signs at the Australia shows saying, please pay for my wedding ring. Buy me a burger. Yeah, Kendrick fans don't be begging. Kendrick fans got money. They're not at these concerts to beg um for things that you see at uh, other. Do they do that at other people concerts? I think I've only seen that at Drake's concerts where people are begging for things. I don't know. And then you beg for things and then you don't even get it because wasn't there a situation with a girl with cancer He said that he would help her pay for her treatments and then he ghosted her. I don't know. That shit is weird. They at these Kendrick concerts having a ball, having a time of their life. But shout out to you, cousin. I appreciate the donation. Hold on, I need to. He been edging us for 2 years now. You did not have to say that like that. You did not have to say that like that. If you haven't already, please smash the like button for me. I would really appreciate that if you did. Also, join the Discord if you would like to. Kwani, if you're listening, if you're listening or if you're not at work, can you drop the Discord link for the people to join? Oh yeah, you know what? Yesterday, someone sent me a Cash App. I need to thank them. Hold on. Shout them out. Marjorie Tucker, thank you so much for the donation. And Alicia, thanks for your reactions. Thank you as well for the donation. I don't be getting these damn notifications. I don't know why. Thank you as well for the Cash App donation. I appreciate that. Um, Mooney, I was looking for you on Culture United. I logged off after 5 minutes when I didn't see you. Oh, cousin, thank you so much. Um, I talked about it in the beginning of the clip, but unfortunately, I had like a family emergency, so I had to postpone. But I heard my girl BK held it down for the ladies, so shout out to her. It was some interesting topics. I see that they were talking about Diddy and his situation. 50 Cent just released the Netflix um what is it? A documentary, I guess you can say. A documentary on Diddy leading up to him being arrested. They talk about a whole bunch of stuff. I personally have not watched it. So y'all would know better than me um of what's happening and what's going on. But from the stuff that I did see, Diddy is exactly who I thought he was as of the last 3 years, I would say. He's exactly who I figured he was because he just doesn't seem like a good person to me, did he? And people are making excuses for him and the things that he did. I see Glasses Malone was like, "Oh, y'all only care because he was fucking y'all bitches. So what? So fucking what? What's your point? Who gives a fuck? He's an abuser." Terrible excuse. Terrible excuse. Not only is he's fucking people bitches, but he's fucking them and then he's beating the shit out of them and drugging them. Is that not the concern? Isn't that what's important? Why are you deflecting and putting energy towards people who did not do anything instead of focusing your attention on someone who's beating the fuck out of women and men, allegedly raping them, stomping them, drugging them, taking them across state lines and doing the unthinkable? Why isn't that your concern? Why are you talking about people being mad their bitches are being stolen and fucked? Who gives a fuck, Glasses? Nobody gives a fuck. The hell are you talking about? so I'm so I'm kind of glad. I'm not glad my brother got hurt, but I'm kind of glad I had something else going on to where I was not on that platform yesterday because I wouldn't have been able to, you know, be cordial with someone saying those type of misogynistic and stupid things. Uh, I don't know. People, people, people are just weird, bro. And this isn't really surprising. I mean, Glasses has tweets where he's defending R. Kelly, pissing on people, pissing on little girls. So whatever. Weird. Um, but yeah, I haven't seen the documentary. I saw that they were saying how Diddy made Biggie pay for his own funeral. But then again, I saw on the Breakfast Club today where a notice or they sent out a press release saying on behalf of Valletta Wallace and the estate that that wasn't true. First of all, how can you say on behalf of Valletta Wallace and Valletta Wallace is dead? You can't speak for Biggie's mother and she's dead. Say you're speaking on the behalf of yourself and the estate if you want to, but Biggie's mother is dead. And from what I remember before she died, she hated Diddy's guts. So I don't know if she would have said that while she was still alive. Um Yeah, there's a lot going on in that documentary. They basically said what we already knew, that Diddy was heavily involved in the unaliving of Tupac and Biggie, which we all knew, but I guess it's easier to digest, I guess, when you lay it out in black and white for people to see. I don't know. It's just crazy. K Way for real with another donation. Appreciate you, cousin. Keep Diddy in there forever. Justice for Kim, Craig Mack, Black Rob, Biggie, etc. And any nigga that likes to play in semen should be in a padded room. 100%. 100%. That's crazy. Because they said he had people nutting in a cup. Like, why are you so freaked out, bro? So freaked out to the point it's just deviant, bro. Like, why? It ain't that much freaking in the fucking world to the point where you're just doing the weirdest shit possible. Now, I get it. Some people are freaky. The issue comes in when you're manipulating people, when you're drugging people, and you're holding people against their will with abuse. Like, if you, Diddy, if you want to take niggas semen and you want to rub their semen on your nipples, do that in your own spare time. Don't force other people to do it against their will. Like, you're just too nasty. You're just too freaked out. Why did you need Cassie there? Why did you need Cassie there to get this shit off? You could be in there sucking that dick on your own, Diddy. You could be in there swallowing that semen on your own, Diddy. You did not have to force Cassie and other people to do that. But you're so fucking deviant, you can't help yourself. And now look at you. We all know how disgusting you are. You fucking cum monster. You fucking cum guzzler. Like, you're out of pocket, Diddy. You're out of pocket. You do not deserve to be free. Based on the fact that you're a fucking freak, an abusive freak. I know some people are freaky. Shout out to all the freaky people. I'm not against you freaky motherfuckers. If that's what y'all like to do, be freaky. It's a problem when you become violent. And Diddy, you deserve to be exactly where you are on because you're a fucking freaky frog. But the fact that you have ties to multiple unalivings, multiple. You've ruined so many artists' careers. It's crazy. It's crazy. You basically turned Cassie into your sex slave. That's crazy. And how do y'all feel about the topic of 50 Cent being involved in this? I was seeing some people were saying like um 50 shouldn't be involved in this because he has not only did he have like a relationship with Diddy, but they're also at odds. And then the simple fact that 50 Cent's baby mother is one of Diddy's sex slaves. So how do y'all feel about that? I think it was the company man who said that they should have disclosed in the documentary that 50 Cent has a connection to Diddy and this is what the connection is. I don't know. I don't know. Would you consider that to be more like deflecting and taking the attention off of the important aspect of what it is that we're trying to establish it? Um, I ain't that. Listen, we all got our shit that we like, but I ain't beating nobody up to get it. That's crazy. The male juror on the documentary believed that they were just in a toxic relationship and Cassie was not a victim. Made me sick. Crazy. I think there was a woman on there who kind of said the same thing. I seen a clip of it and she was like how much of a fan she was of his, how she watched him on Making the Band when she was growing up. Like, bitch, I watched Diddy on Making the Band as well. Like, Making the Band is one of my favorite shows. But bitch, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a damn that he put together Making the Band. The girls in Making the Band don't even like him. One of the members of Making the Band fucking testified against him. So that should have been even more reason why you should have found him guilty. And I think she said like, oh, she saw him stomping Cassie out, but it wasn't a big deal. Like I think I seen her say that in one of the clips. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I seen that where she was like, Diddy stomping her out wasn't really a big deal to her. What? That's crazy. That is insane. These women did not get justice because y'all are fanned out. Society is so fucked up that people are just used to toxic relationships and they think that's okay. Y'all are so used to people beating the shit out of each other. You're like, oh no, it's cool. Who gives a fuck that he blackmailed her mother and father and threatened to leak all types of nudes to her on the internet? Blackmailed her mother to the point where he demanded the mother give him $20,000 or something like that. She had to take a home equity loan out against her home to pay this nigga money that he didn't even need. Like, how do you sit in a courtroom and hear that? How do you sit in a courtroom and watch this man A-Town stomp this woman on her head, on her stomach, on her back? Like, what are we talking about? Oh, she liked it. She participated in it. I I said this earlier in the Discord. Do I believe Cassie was a willing participant in the freak offs at first? Absolutely. She was young, dumb, didn't know what the fuck she was doing, thinking she knew she was grown. Reminder, Diddy was 30, 35 maybe, and she's fresh out of her teens. This grown ass man probably promising her the world, signed her to an album contract, a 10 album contract at that. Do you know how fucking insane that is? Signing a person to a 10 album contract. Kendrick Lamar doesn't even have 8 albums and he's been in the industry for 15 plus years. Beyonce doesn't even have 10 albums. And you think you're gonna get 10 albums out of fucking Cassie, who's not talented? And that's no shade. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her, but the truth is the truth. She wasn't talented. She could not fucking sing. She could dance a little. You get in the studio, you tweak this here, you tweak there, and she sounds good, right? But she wasn't fucking talented. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. We've watched Diddy hang artists up like he just finished doing laundry. He had a new artist every fucking couple months. And you telling me that Diddy saw this girl and said, I'm gonna keep her around forever? 10 fucking albums. She gave her life to him, basically. She would never be able to be an artist ever again. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing. So again, like I said, do I think she participated in the freak offs in the beginning? Absolutely. She did. But that changes when you start beating the shit out of her because she don't want to fuck no more. If she says she's tired of fucking and sucking and guzzling different niggas come for you, then that should just be what it is. That should be the end of it. But when she said no, you resulted to drugging her and beating the shit out of her. That's when it becomes a problem. And don't tell me, oh, she could have left, she could have ran, she could have did this. How? When it was revealed, he had fucking police departments on payroll. He had people watching the rooms that she was in. He fucking blew up Kid Cudi's car and got away with it. But you're telling me Cassie could have just up and leave? And even if she could have just upped and left, statistics show it takes up to 7 times for a victim of abuse, male or woman, to leave. Up to 7 times. I think they admitted in court she tried to leave multiple times. The one time she did try to leave was with Kid Cudi, and he blew up his fucking car. Like, why don't people have nuance? Why don't people use fucking logic? You see people watching this documentary and they're in the comment sections and they're like, oh my God, he's so terrifying. So you're scared and you're watching it behind a screen. Imagine fucking living it. Imagine living it. How scared do you think Cassie was waking up every day to this motherfucker? If you're scared and you're only watching it on TV, think about that. Like, come on. Like, I'm so tired of people. Oh, she wanted it. Bitch, don't nobody want to be fucking beaten, stomped on. He was using her to get off his fetishes because he liked men. And he was too afraid to suck that dick himself. So he got fulfillment out of it watching her suck dick, watching her drink other men's cum. That was his excitement. You could have sucked that dick on your own, Diddy. You done ruined everybody's life. You done ruined her life. You done ruined those kids' lives because I'm pretty sure you also have your sons in on it. We all seen the picture of your son Justin, especially in the pool with Drea Michelle, who just fucking trapped the 12-year-old NBA player with a fucking baby, and she's like 50 years old. We all seen the video of him in the pool with Drea and she's naked. The Fashion Nova model and she's digging in Drea's coochie. We all seen the videos of the freak offs y'all be having at these houses. Justin's involved into it too. The other one who looked just like Diddy, who keep cosplaying as Mace, we know he's involved in it too. What the hell? This is crazy. These people are crazy. I can't. Diddy need to be in jail for forever. That's all I got. Positive news. Let's talk about something positive. Um, I'm sorry, Mr. Townsend. That was kind of explicit. My bad. I'm sorry. Diddy is kind of crazy. But the TDE Christmas party was announced. You can't really see the flyer. Can I edit this? No, I can't. But TDE announced their Christmas party. I mean, not Christmas party, Christmas concert. It's gonna be on December 18th. The concert. December 18th is the concert and the toy drive. On December 19th, which is day 2, is going to be the family activities, raffles, and the gift giveaways. This is their 12th annual event. Absol is gonna perform. Dochi, Isaiah Rashad, J Rock, Lance is gonna perform. Rayvon, Schoolboy Q. I wonder if Schoolboy Q was actually gonna perform this year because they had him on the flyer last year, but he didn't perform. He did show up though, but he just didn't perform. Sir, SZA, and Zachariah are also gonna perform, and they say there's gonna be special guests. People were saying do they hope Kendrick is the special guest? I don't know. I think Justin is Diddy's son. I don't believe that Justin is Diddy's son. Justin doesn't look anything like Diddy. If you look at the twins, if you look at Christian, and if you look at Chance as well, all three of those or four of those children who have brown skin, dark skin mothers, they all look like Diddy. They all look exactly like Diddy. Justin looked like Wolf. Um, exactly, KY, for real. Justin is definitely Wolf's son. Allegedly. Allegedly. Which is Diddy's old security guard. Unfortunately, he passed away. Um he also has the little baby, I think, with is she Spanish or is she Asian or something? I don't know. But even the little baby looks like Diddy. Justin looks exactly like Wolf. And that's been the rumor for a long time. Um it's kind of touchy because the man is deceased, the alleged father. And he has his own kids out there. I know his daughter Ash Cash. I know her from Queen of the Ring battle rap back in the day. Um she's come out and said, "No, that ain't my brother, blah blah blah." But girl, you and Justin look just alike. I'm sorry. I respect it and I wouldn't pry, but yeah, Justin does not look like he belonged to Diddy at all. Um Drake is the guest. Trust. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Clips maybe at the TDE Christmas party. That would be interesting. I don't know. That would be interesting. I think last year they had Glorilla perform. Huh. I don't know. That'd be interesting. If Clips pulled up. I don't think so. I don't see it. Um, I think Kendrick will show up. I think Kendrick will show up. I think they probably didn't put him on the flyer this year because they put him on the flyer last year and it turned into fucking pandemonium. And none of the TDE parade Christmas concerts before have looked like that. Like of course they've had like a couple hundred people, like 500 people, maybe 300 people show up before to the concerts, 300, 500 people. It was too many people out there last year. Too many people. It was looking like a mini Coachella. So maybe this year they didn't put him on the flyer because they're trying to combat the amount of people that show up, because this is a community event, y'all. This isn't like a invite from out of people coming from out of state. Last year they had people coming from out of state to stand in fucking Nickerson Garden Project. Niggas was flying in to stand in the projects. What are y'all doing? What are y'all fucking doing, bro? To stand in the fucking projects, y'all flying in? Y'all are insane. Y'all are fucking insane, bro. But um, hey Latrice, what's going on? Shout out to the cousin being a member for 8 months. Appreciate you. How's your day going? That was crazy. Drake ain't coming to niggas and guards. Listen, motherfucker beat Drake out his socks. He pull up to niggas and gardens, okay? Stop playing. Whoever said Drake was gonna be the guest, please put your phone on the dresser. Immediately. The way TDE be moving sometimes, I wouldn't be surprised if Drake is the guest. Damn. Damn, cousin, what they do? What TDE do? Break that down for me in the comments, just Jay. Bring out Mariah Carey to do All I Want for Christmas. That would be cool. But Mimi is not. Mimi is not. Unless he stays in AU for longer. I doubt it. I think the last tour date is like the 13th or something. Cause I don't think the kids aren't with him. Or the 14th is the last day. So they got time. It will be so funny if the weekend is at the TDE Christmas Day party. That'd be a good option. I like that idea. Yeah, people getting on the stage too from clips I see. Yeah. I don't know. I still haven't forgiven TD for J. Cole's. Oh, gotcha. Um, who's that? Absol? Yeah. Soul was doing some interesting stuff. The game, that would be funny. The game pulled up. Yeah, them niggas had no idea. No idea. They thought they was going to somewhere nice. Nigga, you're in the hood now, baby. You want to be nosy? You want to be down? You want to be clout chasing? Welcome to the hood, nigga. Whacking game with Brain Drake. Tyler, that would be cool too. Tyler would do it. Tyler would definitely do it. And he's close with them. Kendrick probably not attending. He has a busy December. His December is gonna be finished on the 14th. Schoolboy Q and Doechii is currently out there with them. Their last show is December 14th. The concert isn't till December 18th. So they got time. You never know. Unless he has some stuff going on behind the scenes. But speaking of stuff going on behind the scenes, for those who not in the Discord, I was freaking watching this Mike Carson interview. For those who don't know, Mike Carson is like the silent assassin for PG Lang. He is the creative director for PG Lang with Kendrick and Dave. So like all of the visuals and stuff like that, the set designs and all of that you see, that is Mike Carson. So I was watching this interview. It came up on my recommended. You know what's funny about that? Because someone mentioned Mike Carson to me, and We Are Deciphered's chat last night. Was it last night? And the next day I woke up, he was in my recommended. So that's just interesting that played out like that. But I was watching this interview, and he revealed in the interview that we were cheated. We were cheated of a F1 performance. Kendrick was supposed to perform at one of the F1 concerts last year, either last year or the year before that, around April. He had designed a set for F1, and Kendrick ended up not doing it. We were cheated. And I don't like that. He did the set for the Super Bowl. Yep, he did the set for the Super Bowl, the pop out, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, the Silent Assassin, which is funny because he's like 6'4". He's tall as fuck. For those who want to watch, actually, you know what? I'll play it. Can I play it so y'all can hear what he said? Hold on. Let me get my phone and see if I can play it.
So yeah, I missed the part. Which part? I missed the part when you dropped out of school. Yeah, when I dropped out of school, and in between that, like my first time ever going out of the country was um, to Abu Dhabi. So Kanye had a one-off show for that F1 race, which is like very serendipitous. I'm saying this right now because I have an artist who's performing at the F1 race this week. Oh, that's hard. I designed the show. Who? Because this won't come out until next year. Kendrick. Oh, right. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. That's some full circle shit. Yeah. So I remember being like, "Yo."
So he was talking, but he's basically like talking about his start, his rise, how he got into doing what it is that he was doing, and he was remembering how when he was working with, because he first got his start with working with Kanye West, Big Sean, and all of them, and he was saying how Kanye had a situation with F1, and then now years later, he's designing something for Kendrick for F1, but Kendrick ended up not doing the performance. And I wanted to know what the fuck happened because we need that performance. But I'm not even 100% sure because I know Eminem and Sting ended up doing something with F1, and then the previous year also Jack Harlow ended up doing something with F1. So I don't know. I don't know. I gotta do some more research to see who ended up getting the slot, but he designed the whole set design for it, and then we just never got the performance. Yeah, they used Squabble Up, and they used bodies, the body snippet as well in their promo recently and last year as well. So that's something we didn't get, which is unfortunate. Um but yeah, the concert. I don't know. Will Kendrick show up? Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? He might be tired or some shit. Just want to probably relax and chill. Um, but I respect if they didn't put him on the flyer because they probably don't want a whole bunch of outsiders pulling up thinking that they're gonna see Kendrick Lamar again. So it's smart. But Doechii is gonna probably headline. SZA is probably gonna perform as well. Last year, I think she performed like 2 songs for 30 seconds and then she dipped. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna get another performance from Doechii. I don't know why they didn't put Alameda on the flyer. She can't perform. She just performed that Can't Flog No. Um, but it should be interesting. I don't know if anybody's gonna stream. If they do stream, I'll try to show it. Um, but yeah, that's that. What else I got here? Um, did y'all see that? I think the clips were doing something on Reddit with fans, and they were being asked questions, and they asked Pusha T who he wanted to play him in a biopic, and he said Tyler, the Creator. He wants to play him in a biopic, and I don't know. That's just, I don't know why that's funny to me, because that's not who I would expect to play fucking Pusha T. I think Tyler can act, um, but he's so much more taller than Pusha T. So whoever, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. If it was to happen, that would be interesting. Um, the performances be chaotic. Yeah, they was that those performances last year was very chaotic. There was a lot going on. I don't think they expected that many people to show up. Pusha, please be serious. I don't know if he was serious or he was joking or not, but that shit made me laugh. Because of all people, you picked Tyler. Um, oh, there's an update. So there's a new update from um hold on. Kendrick's movie with South Park. Do y'all even still wanna, how do y'all feel about this damn movie? I don't know. I'm like iffy on it. I don't know how I feel about it. Based on the plot that we were given, the plot sounds crazy. The plot is crazy. I do know, I do trust like Day Free and Kendrick to make like sound decisions, but that's kind of crazy. The plot. The plot is supposed to be like um a white girlfriend, a black guy who's like a slave reenactor. He finds out his white girlfriend used to own his parents or his family back in the day or something like that. And I'm just like, oh, a very touchy subject. A very touchy subject. So how would that translate on the big screen? I know Kayla was gonna say, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see that shit at all. Oh, I'm literally just talking about this. Jeremy Cole, what's up, cousin? New update says Kendrick movie delayed more because he's going on tour again next year. Yeah, we talked about this. Little man out here getting busy. He is booked and busy, honey. Fun is upon us. I hope y'all got your money ready this time. Hold on, I'm trying to get. I'm doing this from my iPad is annoying. Hold on, y'all. I think I got it. I think I got it. Shout out to the cousin Jeremy Cole for the donation, though. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm hearing him talking to myself and my shit is muted. Um, so they saying that the plot might not even be the plot no more. Hold on, let me pull up this article that the cousin Jeremy sent to me. So Hollywood Reporter is reporting in the days before Paramount Skydance merger closed, headline as to who was staying, who was going, for flying fast. Okay, I don't want to read that. What the hell? Basically, they're saying the plot might not even be the plot no more because it's outdated. The still untitled movie, known internally as Whitney Springs, was supposed to hit theaters during the July 4th holiday years, but Lamar, who produces, and filmmaker Dave Free, Lamar's manager, wanted major reshoots. The film was pushed to March 20th, 2026. In recent days, Paramount revealed that it won't be ready for that date, as word broke elsewhere that Lamar may go on tour when it's finally done. However, Paramount will have no choice but to open it in cinemas. Trey Parker reportedly appears in the film as the town's mayor. Unclear on when it will release, as Kendrick Lamar may go on tour next year. So they're not really confirming that he's going on tour. They're talking about the rumor that he's supposed to be going on tour. Which is true because um was it Asia? Is it Asia that has him marked down on their calendar to be to go on tour around October? I think. I think of next year on their calendar. But they're saying the narrative is outdated. So they don't even know if that's going to be the plot. A slave ran after, girlfriend finds out, he finds out that her family used to own his family. That's a very touchy subject. And I do trust Dave Free and Kendrick to get it right, but it's still a very touchy subject. And apparently they know it's touchy because they asked for reshoots. So they're not just trying to just put out any fucking thing. But shout out to the cousin Jeremy. How y'all feel? Do y'all want this movie or not? Keep the movie. Give us the 100 extracts. Now we talking. Now we're talking. Okay. Fuck the movie and give us fucking the 80 to 100 GNX tracks. I can get with that. I can fucking get with that. Who is the attorney for PG Lane? Paramount said they have no choice but to put it in there. Okay? Okay? Don't fucking play with them. They is not playing. You ain't got no choice. Whether we delay this shit 2 more times, you still gonna put it out. I know that, right? That's a Jordan Peele type movie. It is. That's why I'm kind of like, oh, but they're talking about it being funny. I don't know if I want to laugh at somebody's family being slaves. I don't know. We better get the GNX 2 or a new album from Kendrick Lamar. I can understand them continuing to delay this because there might be more music coming and then another tour. Because when will he have time to shoot if he's in the movie, if he's playing the main character, or when does he have time to do production and help direct and all of that? I don't know. Granted, Dave Free could do it, but they're a partnership, so Paramount said good or bad, we're making our money back releasing the movie. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. I sure hope they change the plot. Yeah. That's a touchy plot. A majority of them will leak in the next couple of years for sure. I hope not. I think the tour is an excuse by PG Lane. An excuse for what? Let us know something, Naya. An excuse for what? Okay, yeah. Asia, Japan. Uh, I heard his tour manager dropped someone so he can focus more on K. Mm, I don't know. I don't know. I want both. She like, give me it all. I want everything. I want it. I trust PG Lane. Yeah, me too. I just don't like the plot. Is it true that Ken is supposed to go to Malaysia? Yes. Uh-huh. Paramount is an app. I don't trust their direction. We will get the new Kendrick Lamar album next year, and don't forget about Baby Keem album. Yeah, I think Baby Keem is dropping a new project next year as well. I definitely could see that because he like I've said this plenty of times. Like he's headlining a festival. I don't see him headlining these festivals with old ass music. Like it just doesn't make sense for a festival to pay Baby Keem all this money to perform old music that he's performed years ago at other festivals. You know? That's how I feel about it. I don't know. We need some new Baby Keem around this motherfucker. You done had a long enough vacation, Baby Keem. Time to come back outside. Okay? Can't wait for real. Put this plot on the shelf and make To Pimp a Butterfly into a movie. That would be. See, I can get with To Pimp a Butterfly, because of the aspect of. Well, I can get with Good Kid, Mad City as well, but To Pimp a Butterfly would make much more sense based off like this supposed plot. To Pimp a Butterfly would make more sense because it has some of those type of elements to it. He's talking about Lucy, he's talking about black men, he's talking about uh what the fuck is the word? He talks about the survivor's guilt and how he's trying to handle now being an artist, a celebrity, and being used for his music and being taken advantage of. I can see that becoming a movie with South Park. My thing is, I don't want the shit to be a comedy. I don't know. I don't think these are just topics to be laughing about, if that makes sense. Like I want them to I want them to be serious movies. I don't know. To Pimp a Butterfly would be good. Good Kid, Mad City as well would be a good movie. Mr. Morale would be a good play. Oh, shit, he could turn all his albums into something. I think he's moving into TV. He did say his life is a rap. Yeah, they created that Project 3 to dabble into other things. The motherfucker just got finished revamping a whole damn museum from top to bottom. He got a lot going on. He got a lot going on. That's why that's why the damn tour is so strict and to the point, and he not making no changes. Everybody like, oh, he's gonna give us some new outfits. Oh, he's gonna give us a new set list. He ain't changing shit. We gonna get out here and we gonna perform these songs with these dancers and we gonna call it a day because we got other shit to focus on. Make Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers into a live action film, movie or theater. Drum ready. Reshoots mean the plot stays. Well, no, because it said that insiders are uncertain that the narrative is outdated. So maybe they're making changes. Details on Kendrick Lamar and South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone's upcoming comedy. Reportedly outrageously funny, they have full creative control. Only a few Paramount execs have been allowed to read the script. Follows a young black man who grows weary of his job at a museum performing as a slave reenactor. Long line may be outdated, so that might not be the plot no more. Kendrick Lamar wanted major reshoots leading to delays. So Kendrick is the one who's demanding the reshoots, allegedly. New Paramount owners have no choice but to release it in theaters. They'll release it with closed eyes and gritted teeth. I don't know what the fuck that means. So we shall see whenever it decides to come out. Uh, we shall see. A very he stick to the program. Justice for the lost outfits. His best outfits was Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. Tour outfits. I'm standing on that. If it's a satire, I would be cool with that. That's sounds cool. AZ Jack had to beg to be featured. Kendrick strict as fuck. Exactly. So strict. Wasn't nobody getting on that stage. He said we got a plan and we sticking with it. The rest of everybody else just assumed, like we all just assumed these people were gonna perform or be a part of something. And Kendrick, like you ain't asked, you ain't getting up there. And to be honest, I'm not even mad at it because I gave y'all a big enough look. What you decide to do with it is what you decide to do with it. If you ain't asked to get put on the stage, then so be it. That's just it is what it is. Hazy Tyke said I was texting him every day. I need to be on that stage. He said he hit up J Real, hit up everybody. Shout out to Night Night. Cousin, we need to have this hip hop conversation because Kendrick Lamar is surpassing all of the hip hop legends that came before him. Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. You ain't gotta tell me. I be saying it. They be like, you just glazing. So, who cares if I'm glazing? It's the truth. Like, am I lying in my glazing? I can see the problem being if I was lying with my glazing, but my glazing is the truth. He's better than all of you niggas. He's just better. He's better. And y'all are mad about it. No need to be mad about it. If Jay-Z and Nas can salute and support Kendrick, the rest of you niggas can too. I mean, isn't that what hip hop is about? Learning from the so-called greats and becoming better. That's what Kendrick Lamar is doing. But nobody want to give little man his tens. They just want to hate and say, "Oh, he don't do this enough. He don't do that enough." What the fuck do you do? Tell us that. Tell us what do you do? I'm so tired of hearing people who never accomplished anything telling us about what Kendrick can or can't do or what he don't do enough of. You've never did nothing. You so-called bar elitist, you so-called bar gurus of the world, shut the fuck up. You were never that guy. Never. Like, y'all are just letting what Kendrick Lamar is accomplishing pass y'all by because y'all are fucking haters. Y'all want to get on the internet every day and tell us about, oh, what 50 Cent did, oh, what Kanye West did, oh, what Eminem did in that 1 year. I don't give a fuck. None of them have never did this. He's done what they did and multiplied it by 20. It's not the same. It's not the same and it will never be the same. None of you niggas have put someone that's always being compared to you down in the dirt significantly. I mean, aside from like Tupac and Biggie and shit, God bless their souls, but even they didn't even kill each other. But y'all know what I mean. Like, none of you have come out on top the way Kendrick Lamar has when it comes to some rap beef. None of y'all have won one Grammy, let alone five, in one night off of a diss song. None of y'all have had a song that came out in 2024 and was the best rap song in 2024 and in 2025. Remember, y'all said that song would be over by the summer? People would stop listening to it in the summertime. Turns out motherfuckers listen to it again so much this year. It was the top rap song of 2025. Ain't that fucking funny? None of your favorites have done that. None of them. None of them have released an album after whooping a nigga ass in a battle and then went on to occupy 7 of the top 10 slots on fucking Billboard. None of you niggas have done that. None of you niggas have had an album that was number one for consecutive weeks. None of you niggas had 2 number 1 singles off of that album, off of your album. None of you niggas went number one for 13 fucking weeks in 2025. None of you niggas fucking headlined the Super Bowl and said, I'm not doing it the traditional way. I know I'm supposed to get up on this stage and I'm supposed to perform my greatest hits. No, none of you niggas have got on a Super Bowl stage and said, I'm gonna perform my brand new album and y'all are gonna like it and y'all are gonna love it. None of you niggas have ever done that. None of you niggas have ever took that album and performed across the fucking globe in stadiums every night. It's 50,000, 60,000 people screaming every fucking night. So don't tell me about fucking 50 Cent's run in whatever year that was. Don't tell me about Eminem's run in whatever year. Don't tell me about fucking Kanye West. I don't want to hear that shit. Were those great runs? Absolutely. Shout out to them. Shout out to hip hop. Shout out to fucking hip hop. But none of them have done what Kendrick Lamar is doing right now and consistently doing. So call it glazing all you want, but you can't call me a fucking liar because I only speak facts. Period. Fucking album was released November 2024 and it's the fucking best rap album in 2025 despite new releases. Come on, you niggas is not like him. Y'all are not the same. It is not the same. And then he's not even this motherfucker proved the point. y'all be saying, oh, he don't know how to make hits. He just proves to you I can make that shit in my sleep. How y'all let the hood at the table? Y'all let the braids on stage. Y'all let a conscious nigga go commercial while only making conscious albums. We have a quote unquote conscious rapper who's pop and he didn't need to smut his discography to do it. He didn't need to turn into a pop artist to do it. He showed you you could do it being a rapper. It's not the same. It will never be the fucking same. Ever. Y'all need to stop the hating, bro. I'm so tired of the hating. Y'all are letting a a pivotal moment in history go by because y'all are jealous. I thought people, when you see somebody be great, that's supposed to inspire you to want to be better. But no, you niggas is hating. None of you niggas who had runs inspired other rappers to go back and look at their music and say, hey, I can't drop this. These niggas is scared to drop music because they know they can't just put out anything. So they're being extra cautious of what it is that they drop now. None of y'all have this influence like this. None of you niggas can drop music videos and then your peers go out and recreate the fucking video. Yes, I'm talking about the clips, and yes, I'm talking about Tyler the Creator. No, Kendrick and Calmatic did not create the concept of the one room um music video shot. No, they didn't. But they're the ones who brought it back. They're the ones who made it relevant, and then their peers went ahead and recreated it. Niggas is not this influential. So I don't want to hear about other people's runs. Kendrick's run is still running. That's enough glazing, I guess. If you're gonna say I'm glazing, at least say I'm telling facts. I'm not lying. I like truth in my glaze. I need at least the original Mad City if the tour comes back to the US. You gonna listen to the Sweet Love version and you're gonna like it. Just we getting the Anita Baker flow for the whole tour and the next one. I'm finally off work. What's up, cousin? Shout out to everybody at work or just getting off work. We might as well stop trying to tell this man what to put out. He gonna do what he wants to do. We've been asking for bodies all year. It's still listen, we could ask as much as we want to ask, but that don't mean he gonna do it. You are 100% right. That motherfucker moves on his own terms. He does not allow his fans to guilt trip him into doing things that he does not want to do. And other artists, they fall victim to that a lot. They like to they preview snippets, and their fans are just bombarding them, telling them, "Oh, drop it, drop it, drop it," and they fold. Kendrick's like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm not budging. I'm not budging. You can't get me to do something that I don't want to do." Bodies is coming though, so I've heard. I have already learned to accept that Kenny Tour's outfits ain't changing. Guy's so strict, yeah. The only thing he's changed was he went from, of course, the jeans and the coats to the Dickie style two-piece sets. He had pants at first, now he got shorts. Whoop-de-doo. It's the timing of it all. Look at where we are as a country. Smart move to scrap it for now. Exactly. Great point, Ms. Bynum. Perfect point. That's an amazing point. You can do a comedy and still keep the integrity. I doubt it's gonna be some goofy shit. Yeah, like I said, I trust Dave Free and Kendrick, but just thinking about it, it's like, ooh. The outfit he wore with the Schoolboy Q opener went crazy. Not gonna lie. Um, that's with the 12s, right? I think they say Kendrick and TDE dudes are mean. I don't think they're mean. They just don't take no shit. Closed mouths don't get fed. Good Kid, Mad City movie directed by Ryan Coogler. That would be fire. Is Ryan Coogler from LA, right? I think so. That would be cool. Yes, I like the black fit too. Yeah. Hold on. What the hell did I just do? Um and shout out to the cousin Nisa with the donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate the roses. Shout out to Raphael, PG Lane, Mooney Speak. Y'all, I had people sending me tweets or something. I told you she was TDE because I had an interview with Alameda. No, the fuck I'm not. I am not TDE. I had to message her to get an interview. Like, I do my own groundwork and I do my own vetting. I am not connected to fucking TDE. I wanted to interview her because one, I want to get into interviews. That's my direction for 2026. But I also like her music, and I think she's an upcoming star who deserves to be platformed. And shout out to everybody who took the time to actually watch the interview, the whole interview, left a comment. I appreciate y'all so much because that was my first interview with a music artist, and I really enjoyed the experience. Um, she was very open, she was very honest, and she was very candid. I went into it kind of praying that it wasn't like a yes no answer kind of situation, but like I said, she was very engaging and the conversation flowed very smoothly, as you can see on the video. I hope it translated on the video. I really enjoyed the conversation that I had with Alameda, getting to know more about her upbringing, which is so crazy because how how do you make music? You're traveling all across the world. You're performing at different festivals. Granted, she's not like this huge artist yet. Like, she's still working her way up. But how are you in a whole nother place Well, she did move to Arizona, but still, she's in Los Angeles and she's making this music, performing at festivals, and her parents still don't even know what she's doing. That's crazy to me. Real life Hannah Montana. Real life Hannah Montana. But if you missed the interview, it is on the channel. Um, would love for you to go watch, leave a comment, share it, like it, hype it, all of that. K-Way for real. Australians don't even like niggas, and he got them packed in the stadium like Moss thighs and skinny jeans. Rapping Euphoria bar. Exactly. Exactly. A certain someone couldn't even sell out his arena in Australia. Think about that. The alleged biggest artist in the world couldn't even sell out a little arena. Hey Frank, just got off work. What did I miss? Hit the like. Shout out to the cousin Frank for the donation. Jeremy again for with another donation. Thank you so much. Can you imagine your producer, cough cough, Gordo cough, tweeting asking fans what direction to take their superstars album? Laugh my ass off. Could it never be that? Listen, that is so crazy to me because, and not to be like, nitpicky or anything when it comes to Drake, but his moves are so crazy to me. Like, what are y'all over there doing? Like, y'all just over there bullshitting. And it's unfortunate, because his fans are just dying for a win, and he keeps giving them bullshit. He just keeps delivering bullshit. He's not taking his time. He's not sitting with the music. He's not becoming one with the music. He's just pedaling through sounds and hoping this is the one. And that's not how you make good music that you actually care about. You got your fucking producer asking us, oh, what should we do? What do you mean, what should y'all do? Y'all don't have a vision. Y'all don't have a plan. Like, y'all don't brainstorm with each other. Y'all don't sit around a conference table and relax and just talk about different type of ideas, different type of concepts. And you can tell they don't because the live streams, terrible, terrible. And then they posted a AI photo of them laughing on the beach with two like speakers on the table. In the picture, there's no fucking cord to plug into the speakers. Like, y'all are just stupid. Y'all are two idiots. And his fans be hyping that shit up. They deserve whatever it is that he gives them. For real. As long as y'all feel me. As long as y'all feel me. This the K Glaze channel. Hold up. All day. All day. All fucking day. Nicki Dream 1. Can we talk about this new pop rap? I think I was seeing that in people's like Spotify wrapped under the genre tab. I think I saw that they were putting that pop rap, but I think it's it's funny that that's a genre now because that's what Drake has been doing this entire time. He makes pop rap music. It's not actually rap music. It's pop rap, which is easy for people to digest. And it's nothing wrong with it. But don't get over here and tell me how you the best rapper alive when all you do is make hotline blings and one dances. And that's because that's not rap. You're the greatest pop rapper. You can have that title all day. The greatest rapper alive belongs with the dude from Compton. You can have the greatest pop rapper if that's the title you want, Drake. But yeah, That's just easy to digest rap at this point. Lot of melodies and crooning and ABC 1 2 3 bars is pop rap to me. Uh right, why y'all hating on Lil Man Man? All he ever wanted was a Black Grand National and to just rap. Stop that hate. One of Drake call one of Drake fans called me D Rider. I told them, and I write it. Period. Period. They be like, "Oh, you dick riding. You glaze too much." Okay, you can't call me a liar though. You knew not to call me a liar though. I know that. 50 and Lil Wayne begged to be at the Super Bowl. They both did. And that's the thing with them as well. These rappers who had these one-off moments. Now y'all are washed up. You have nothing else to show for as artists, and you're begging to be a part of programs. Nobody had to beg Kendrick to be on a Super Bowl. Not the first time or the second time. He was asked to be there both times. They be telling us, oh, they don't care about this, they don't care about that, they don't care about Grammys, they don't care about awards, they don't care about the Super Bowl. But then when it's time to do it, everybody crying. Everybody want to be a part of the show. I thought y'all didn't care. I'll give Kendrick a run for his money in a rap battle. You feeling like YB right now. Shout out to Matt. I was watching his vlog the other day. His luggage got lost, so they said he was wearing the same drawers for 3 days. And he winning album of the year and rap album of the year without all that crying on every podcast. Listen, they are pushing the narratives to so he won't win. And it's like, damn, you gotta fight with your own genre, trying to keep you're the best, you have the best odds to win rap album of the year and album of the year, and your own genre hates you so much they would rather you lose and someone else win because they hating that much. That's crazy. That is crazy. But haters gonna hate. Facts, Miss Vinyl. Their envy is making them miss the moment. Y'all motherfuckers should be proud of this nigga. Exactly. He's doing it at the highest degree that we've ever seen before. At the highest level. He's gone places that not even Jay-Z has been able to do on his own. I know we say SZA was a headliner, but whether SZA was there or not, those stadiums were going to be sold out regardless. And we see that. We see that now. Jay-Z has only sold out stadiums because of his wife. And I love both of them, but the truth is the truth. Like, how can you hate? How can you hate on that? Mm, the hate get real, but when you is great, that's how you should like it. And he deserved it. He deserved every single lick that he's gotten and that he will continue to get. Period. Kendrick Kendrick got his ops praising him for subbing them in his Web Love music video. That shit is crazy to me. He listen, do you know how petty you are to see Ice-T low-key dissing and hating, Isaac Hayes' son low-key dissing and hating, Ice Cube low-key dissing and hating, Questlove dissing and hating, and he said, I'm gonna put all of them something that reminds them of them all in the music video, to where I'm saying, if you want to fight, we could fight. It made it into art. That's crazy. You feel me, Vicky? You feel me? Kendrick Lamar is the first to have a diamond hip hop disc record and the first to have a hip hop double diamond song. And that's another thing. They don't be trying to give him his tens with his accolades. I get it. They're not certified yet because he just doesn't give a fuck, which is annoying. But I can't wait until the day that Kendrick Lamar decides to certify those ones. I cannot wait until he certifies them because niggas is gonna gag. They're going to gag with how many diamond records he has, the albums, but he just don't give a damn. He just like, cool, whatever. And also too, like, because those songs really, it's on TDE to really do it, honestly. And they haven't updated their stuff in a long time as well. So it's kind of on them to update them. I mean, he can update it, but let them pay for it. Um, and he could worry about updating like Not Like Us and the rest of the songs from GNX. But when those certifications hit, motherfuckers is gonna be pissed. Pissed. Okay? Hey Kimberly. Hi cousins. I'm at work still half asleep from 2 nights ago, being up early morning with you. Yeah, that was crazy. We was up. It was another concert last night. I was gonna stream, but one, I had the situation with my brother, and then two, um, I slept through my alarm, so I just didn't wake up. That 3 a.m. is crazy. SZA had to learn a lesson about demanding fans. Yeah, she fell victim to that a lot. She would preview stuff and they would curse her out, curse punch out, call him all types of fat bitches. Like, that's crazy. Y'all are crazy. All for music. Like, what? You gotta, as an artist, you gotta learn to ignore your fans at some points because they will drive you crazy. And I'm pretty sure we probably drive Kendrick crazy, but he just ignore our asses. Remember, Toronto was begging for Not Like Us twice, and he said, "Okay." Like, none of you have walked into someone else's uh birthplace of residence and had the crowd screaming for you to perform diss tracks. They gave him a 5 minute standing ovation just screaming his name. Like, none of you niggas have done that. Have y'all gone into y'all enemy's trap? Absolutely. But it ended in fisticuffs. Niggas know not to touch Kendrick. They know not to play with him. They were encore, encore, encore. Y'all favorite rappers are not doing that. When he said it's just big me, he meant that. He meant that. A whole stadium 2 nights in a row. Had the mayor of Toronto in the crowd. You listen. Raphael, folk gotta die before these fools will give respect and appreciation. Sickening, sad. Moni's rant needed to be clipped up because niggas need to hear it. Listen, if anybody want to clip it, y'all could clip it, but just cut the dead ear out. But that's true. Like, why do we need to wait for rappers to die, or singers as well? Anybody in general, even the people in your life. Why do you have to wait for them to pass away to want to give flowers? If I love you, I'm gonna let you know I love you. Okay? Miss Bynum, I met her through YouTube. And I love this lady. Miss Bynum means I've never met Miss Bynum a day in my life. But I love her. She texts me all the time, giving me motivation, giving me advice, and she don't know me from a can of fucking paint in the wall. But the way she supports me and the way she has my back, I'm gonna let her know I love her all the time. Why you can't let people that you love or you admire know that you appreciate them? Why they here? Why they can feel it? I don't want to have to wait until they die to tell them how I felt about them. I want them to know how I felt about them while they were here. So if I'm glazing my favorite rapper, if I'm glazing my favorite singer, if I'm glazing someone I met on YouTube, if I'm glazing someone I met in my Discord, Kwani as well, that's my brother. I've never met him a day in my life, but that's my brother. Tell people you fucking love them, okay? And you appreciate them. Taylor, Moni always lie when I need to be asleep for work. Much love. Sorry, cousin. I'm gonna try to start going live like in the morning and then in the afternoon. Like I'm trying to get this shit together for 2026, especially because this year of 2025, although I've done significant things, like I've talked to Pudge, I spoke to Alameda, I have another interview that's gonna either drop tomorrow or Saturday. Um, I've done a few things that I like, but 2025, as far as like my YouTube goes, it wasn't really successful, and I'm trying to actually be better next year. So I'm trying to get my plans and shit together, how I want to handle this channel, because I want to be considered a legit channel. Um, so I'm trying to get my thoughts together, especially like with scheduled timing. But it's kind of tricky, especially when you're on different parts of the world, which I appreciate that I have cousins on different time zones, I guess you can say, in different parts of the world. Um, but I appreciate you listening, even though it's third shift. Thank you, cousin. I thought the official name of the song is Beats. Cousins, we don't know. Down in Dixie, we don't know. That's how delusional we are as fans. We just be making shit up. Okay? But if you say deets or if you say bodies, we all know what you're talking about. You know? We all know what you're talking about. So whatever the the name of the damn song is, we need it to get released. How about that? Okay, okay, yeah. Now that y'all say it, yeah, I think that is true. Um, yeah. I would love for them to work together on a film together. Shit, freaking reincarnated sound like it could have been on Sinners. It's so good. It's so fucking good. Gordo, the worst producer and DJ ever. Didn't he produce entirely freaking what's the album? Honestly, never mind. The one that was released on Kendrick's birthday. I think Gordo produced that whole um album and it stinks. I think it got like a 42 rating or some shit. I could be wrong. Don't quote me, but I think it's like one of Drake's worst rated albums. Thank you. Has to bribe them with a chance of getting some. Yeah, Usher had canceled his Australian tour this year. It's not easy. Exactly. And people are like, "Oh, they don't get people there, so they always show up for concerts." They didn't show up for Drake. They didn't show up for Usher. So don't tell me that they're gonna go to the concert for anybody. That's not true. That's not true. Thank you so much, End of the World 61. This name is killing me. But thank you so much, cousin. Thank you. Drake's fans are just dying, like straight up falling like flies. His core audience is stomaching all the. Frank is always saying something crazy. Drake better off going back to acting. Leave the music shit to Kendrick and the OGs. You will be missed. Isn't he acting now? I think I just saw that he's like featured in some Toronto show. That's funny too. Holmes Jaw 93 couldn't sell out an arena, but talking about an Iceman Stadium tour. Listen, they said he dropped his booking agent because the booking agent has is also Kendrick's booking agent, and that he wants to now uh dethrone Kendrick's record. Do you know how obsessed you are? You're literally revolving everything that you do around what Kendrick is doing. Y'all went from saying Drake stimulus to now admitting that Drake, every move that he makes revolves around Kendrick. That is sick. That is sick. Why not just focus on putting out a good album that your fans can actually sit with and not have to do, excuse me, overnight playlists in order for you to chart for 1 week and then fall out of the top 20. If you put out a good album that has a couple of good songs on it, your fans will then buy your tickets, and other people who aren't your fans will say, "Oh, I want to go to the Drake concert too," you know? But you're so obsessed with Kendrick and trying to one up everything that Kendrick does. We know you did the same thing with Mr. Morale in the Big Steppers. You're finally admitting you've been chasing Kendrick this entire time. Even though you're the stream king, right? You're the artist with the most streams. Better not bring the numbers up, the streams up, right? That's the thing that you fall back on. But we're learning now you're the bot king. I mean, Kendrick already told us you playing dirty with Zach B and Twitter bots. He told us. Who went platinum? I call that a visitor. We know you've been pretending this whole time. We know. But now it's in legal paperwork. Everything you have projected onto Kendrick is because those are the things that you have been doing yourself, and that's your discography. You've bought it your whole way, you've playlist your whole way through your entire career. And you can't help the fact that despite the fact that you have all these streams, Kendrick Dogs walks you every award season. Outside of maybe the Billboard Awards, right? The Billboard Awards is yours. Like the streams, you're gonna get on the Billboard. This year, Kendrick is gonna dominate the Billboard Awards. But that's the only thing you held on to. But when it was time to reward the art and the discography, you lost every time. And you hated that. So when Kendrick goes on tour with Missing Around the Big Steppers in 2022 to 2023, he breaks the record for an album that y'all claim sucks so bad, but it still became the highest grossing rap tour in history. You then put out an album and then you jack up your ticket sale prices just so you can beat Kendrick's record. You invite Lil Wayne on tour. You invite J. Cole on tour. You invite 21 Savage on tour. Just to beat little old Kendrick, the guy that y'all claim to be a SoundCloud rapper. You've been chasing Kendrick this whole time. You've been upset at the respect Kendrick gets this whole time. They announced him Best MC in 2013. What you and J. Cole do? What y'all do? Y'all go get on a song and y'all sneak this. Instead of just saying his name, because y'all are both jealous because Lil Man who came after y'all, he not supposed to be getting the attention. He not supposed to be getting called the savior before his studio album dropped. That's what they were doing. They were calling him the savior of hip hop before Good Kid, Mad City even dropped. And you didn't like that. You didn't like that. Named him the hottest MC. You came in at number 5, J. Cole. You were nowhere to be found on the list. Nowhere to be found on the list, Jermaine. You've always been the third wheel. They they let they let you gaslight us into thinking you're a part of this big three situation, but we know the truth. You're not a part of the big three. There is no big three. But J. Cole, you weren't even on the list. So y'all did what y'all did. Y'all got together and y'all want to try to bully little man. The little black short dude from Compton. Y'all two biracials wanted to team up together to become one black man and bully Kendrick. That's what y'all did. And then when he responds with control and he says, "Oh, y'all want to battle? Oh, y'all want to go back and forth on tracks? Y'all want to send subliminals?" And he said, "Okay, let's drop control. Let's get it up. If y'all want to get it up." Now all of a sudden, oh, those are harsh words. Why did you say this about me? I thought we were cool. Fuck out of here. You just want to send subliminals back and forth, but I'm gonna say your name on this track because I ain't pussy. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of none of you niggas. It's fuck y'all, but not really fuck y'all because I'm competitive, you know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to spar and prove that I'm better than all of you niggas. That has been the memo since day one. That has been the objective since day one. I am better than all of you niggas, and I will prove it if y'all want to go back and forth. We could go bar for bar. We could do this on a camera, Crody. What's up? Now, oh, he said he the king of the coast. He the king of New York. One hand on juggling boat. How dare he say that to me? Those were harsh words. Fuck out of here, bro. You niggas is pussy. Y'all been upset since the beginning of time. It's always been you two niggas ganging up on Kendrick and trying to pretend that y'all are the victims. Y'all are not the victims. And then Cole, you got upset too. I know people like to say, oh, Cole was defending Kendrick when he pulled up to New York City and all of that. Punch said that ain't true. Punch said that a long time ago, that that's not true. Punch said that back in like 2020, I think it was, that that's not true. J. Cole was just as bothered by the control verse as Drake was. But then Cole came back down to earth and I guess they squashed it, whatever it is that they did behind the scenes. It was cool. Because J. Cole and Kendrick continued to have some type of friendship after that. Because at the end of the day, it's just friendly competition. Don't sub me on a song and get mad when I say your name out loud in front of everybody. Then here this nigga Drake go. Wanna still be throwing subs. Wanna still be throwing shade. In the interviews crying to Angie Martinez or whoever that will listen to Elliot Wilson. You was the first person on Wax to throw actual shade. Control wasn't a diss. It's been you the whole time dissing the Jodeci freestyle. The Language was the first actual official song that was a shot at Kendrick. And then again, he punched you in your forehead in the freestyle, in the BET Cypher. Like, come on. Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone. You've been trying to one up him this entire time, Drake. You've been chasing him this entire time. You've been dissing him this entire time. And then it's just so funny how history repeats itself because, like I said again, before Control, it was the Jodeci freestyle. J. Cole and Drake teaming up against each other and sending shots at Kendrick. A decade plus later, it's first person shooter again. You and Drake teaming up and sending shots. This time, it is a diss. Control wasn't a diss, but like that, it is a diss. Fuck both of y'all niggas. It's just so funny how history continues to keep repeating with these people. Like it's the same story over and over again, just in different ways. Leave that man alone. You lose every time. Every time you lose. You've never come out on top. Boss Lady Ty. I know for a fact K Dot and Joey not even on the same playing field, not even close. DK, your mouth is crazy word. Mission failed. The game is an interesting character, pathological liar. 100%. I'm tired of the game. When you put out a new preview of new music and nobody likes it, that's how you know you are at. And Drake, he keeps doing that. He keeps trying to do that. He keeps testing the waters. For a hit maker like Drake, his antics seems like he's insecure and uncertain. He's always been insecure and uncertain of himself. Take Care is widely considered like an R&B hip hop album. The label that he signed to in Young Money, they wanted to continue with that image because he's getting called soft. He's getting called pussy. He's getting called sensitive. And Drake didn't like that because Drake felt like people were testing his character, and they were. People were testing his character. So to beef up his image, he's like, they asked him to take an R&B artist on tour, 2 R&B artists, and he was like, no, I need to change my image. I'm gonna get Kendrick, the rapping ass nigga from Compton with gang ties, and ASAP Rocky, who's a part of ASAP Mob, and he's from Harlem. That's why he got those two. He didn't want to be the singy, sad ass motherfucker on tour and then add in 2 more R&B artists. Drake wanted to be seen as tough. He got tired of being called pussy. He got tired of being called the punk. So he said, let me get the 2 hardest niggas that's out right now. And I'm going to put them on tour because I don't want my tour to be seen as a lovey-dovey fest. That's what the truth is. And it was easy to get Kendrick because Drake is with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne is cool with TDE, J-Rock, and Kendrick. That was a business partnership. It's not because, oh, you actually wanted them. That was a business move because all of y'all were intertwined together. That's what that was. I'm so tired of this narrative that you put them on because you really believed in them and all of this bullshit. Like, if you know the math, you know the fucking math. You wanted to harden your image and you got tired of being called a punk ass bitch. That's why after Take Care, your sound started to change and you started puffing your chest out and pretending to be gangsta. And people are asking, where the fuck did this come from? This ain't Drake. Drake hard now? Drake tough now? Drake got a crew. He with the mob all of a sudden. That's when his shit started to turn. He started to pretend to be gangsta a little bit. He didn't want to be seen as soft no more. Drake needs to just hire PG Lang at this point. He definitely needs to call Project 3. Because he needs all the help he can get. That man have no creative direction at all. Pop rap is bottom tier lyrics coupled with top tier beats. It's the beat that makes it work, the hook, that's it. Yeah, because that's all the people are listening to. They just want to hear if the beat slap. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that they've listened to a lot of songs before and they don't understand what the lyrics are saying. Like, how are y'all listening to songs and you don't know what the lyrics are saying? You're just listening to the beat? If that's the case, just go on YouTube and look up beats. If you're not gonna listen to the lyrics. Uh Hip hop. How many Judases done let me down? But fuck it, the West mine. We right now. J. Cole, he talking to you. You the Judas that let him down. Cause you knew he didn't fuck with that man. You knew that. But you so filled with jealousy and envy, you wanted to get Kendrick out the way. We know you was feeling resentful. We know it. You was ahead of Kendrick. You wanted to sign him. He's another one who wanted to sign Kendrick. And then Kendrick surpassed you. You performing ahead of him, and he coming on after you. You couldn't believe it. Good Kid, Mad City dropped, and you like, damn, what the fuck I'ma do? We know you got resentment. We know during the Black Lives Matter movement, you put out that song about what is his name? Um Mike Brown, Ferguson. And then here this little short nigga come and he put out all right. And that song wasn't even a protest song. All right is not even a protest song. And the protesters said, we gonna make it a protest song. All right was a song after he just finished crying his heart out on you. And now here he is consoling himself, picking himself back up, letting himself know that we good. We gonna make it through that. And the protesters said, fuck what J. Cole talking about. Let's go with Kendrick. We know you have resentment for that, Cole. You can admit it. We know you upset. He washed you on that beat for beat challenge that y'all had going on. And now you decided you didn't want to put the dual tape out because he's cooking you on every record. We know. We know you've also been reheating Kendrick's nachos. All of your albums after Good Kid, Mad City are remakes of what Kendrick Lamar did on his albums. If you really look at it, J. Cole has been reheating Kendrick's nachos. When he says influence, he means it. Because he's influencing all you motherfuckers. And y'all don't want to give him his tens for it, and that's crazy. Y'all are ungrateful. Y'all are ungrateful. He done given you niggas inspiration. He done gave you niggas album ideas. All types of shit. Video treatments. Stage ideas. Why the fuck did Joey Badass have a fucking Joey and Friends concert? And you only had 2 friends there. Joey and Friends, but only 2 friends showed up. Oh my god. Like, why do y'all keep copying this man? This is your pop out, Joey. If it's gonna be and Friends, it has to be more than 2 people. These people pulled up thinking they're gonna see some motherfuckers, and all they saw was Rhapsody and fucking ASAP Ferg. I would be excited to see Rhapsody. I don't want to see fucking ASAP Ferg. Like, what? The only ASAP member I would like to see is ASAP Rocky, and I don't even want to see him either. Like, what is going on? Uh, it's more than envy. Here, the talks about the label budgets having Kendrick in the forefront raises the barrier of entry, and he's hard to emulate. Exactly. And another thing as well, these people are relying on the record labels to fund things for them. Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free are doing this shit on their own under their own entity. Niggas hate that. Hey, Olika. Olika, Kwani was just asking about you the other day. I don't know if he in the chat and he saw your comment, but Kwani was just asking about you the other day. I hope you're doing okay. Kendrick need a new song with Beyonce. What was their last song? Was it America's Got a Problem or Nile from Black is King? That was one of them. I remember when Beyonce updated hers, people were losing their minds on Twitter. It's gonna be the same thing with the certification. It's literally gonna be the same thing because she took a long ass time to update her certifications as well. And they were saying, oh, Rihanna got more certifications. Da, 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 got... Look at y'all. Gagging. Gagging. What's up, Moon? How's your day going? Do you have to be a member to comment? All of my comments are skipped, just asking I'm familiar with how the chat works. No, no. I'm I'm doing this from my iPad, so it's different with me trying to like click on the comments. But no, you don't have to be a member at all. Um, Sometimes the comments roll up if I don't get to them too fast. But no. My, y'all, I am not skipping people's comments intentionally. If I go one by one, we'll be here all fucking night, and I'm not trying to do that. But shout out to you, cousin. Shout out to Boss Lady Ty. If you want to ask me something, leave a comment right now. Leave a comment right now if you wanted to ask me something. I'm scrolling down right now. Uh, yes, Demi, I was waiting for you to come back. Should have called it Joey and his support system. Listen, Joey is funny as fuck. He is so funny. He performed his diss song at the concert and he was feeling himself. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. Um, And that's where he differs. Kendrick isn't afraid to tell who he was inspired by, who he was influenced by. He's okay with paying homage in his music videos and his visuals, um, the songs, anything. He's gonna tell you who inspired him, or it's gonna be obvious who inspired him. These motherfuckers, they scared to give him his tens. That shit is whack. Sarah Wong. So Drake was actually asked to get R&B artists. I thought he made that part up. Who fucking knows? Who knows with Drake? Drake just be saying shit to make himself feel good. He says they told me to take an R&B act on the road. I think he actually had two R&B artists. I can't remember who they were. I would have to look that up. But that's what he claimed. He says his label, his team told him to take two R&B artists on the road, but he said no. I drew for Kendrick and Rocky. Boy, bye. Tell me anything. And you drawing for Kendrick and Rocky is because you wanted an image change. You was tired of looking like you were soft. So you wanted to be around the little ghetto kids from the hood. After seeing Diddy dance on Biggie's grave, I don't believe in any industry narrative showing love. Yeah. That's why you gotta keep to yourself for real, because it sometimes it be the closest people to you that you gotta watch. That's why you can't be in no sketchy shit. You can't let people know your whereabouts or nothing. Cause niggas will try to hurt you. And we've already heard Kendrick say niggas was trying to put money in the street. Rather be safe than sorry. Sometimes YouTube just skips it. Isn't anything the live streamer does exactly? Yeah. The comments just keep scrolling up. So sometimes I miss my place. Smooth heading out. Good night, cousin. I'll holler at you later. Joey wants to be like Dot so bad. We had this conversation in the Discord the other day. So somebody in the Discord was getting upset because we pointed this out. And we don't give a fuck. We gonna point it out. Whether you agree or disagree. There's too many coincidences. During the battle, reheated nachos. After the battle, the performances. The Joey and Friends concert that he just did, the music video. He literally copied a scene from Rick and Mortis and put it in his recent music video. Why is it a problem that we point out people being influenced by Kendrick Lamar? And it's a problem. Like niggas will literally throw a temper tantrum at you pointing out facts. I don't know. Tempest Oliver. What if Kendrick Lamar is working on a documentary about Drake? That would be fun. Uh, I, I want Kendrick to just focus on Kendrick at this point. You know, Drake is digging himself a big enough hole. I mean, there was a alleged rumor that Kendrick was working with a guy that's notorious for documenting child sex trafficking. Um I believe that's still in the works, but I don't know, but Kendrick does not need to work on no fucking documentary about Drake. Drake is hanging himself enough. His actions are doing enough to him. Kendrick doesn't need to do anything else, doesn't need to say anything else. If he's gonna do something, just put it in your music like he's already been doing. Uh, if Biggie would have survived, he'd be at it with Diddy, like Daz and Snoop. So sad. Unfortunate. It's so unfortunate. For real. That 2 lives were allegedly taken because of Diddy. That's crazy. Shout out to the cousin Kwani dropping the links in the chat. If you haven't, check that link. Go ahead and support and get some merch. If you would like, we got 3 different types of shirts available. Shout out to the cousins who's purchased a shirt before. Thank y'all so much for supporting. Joey got jumped because he was stepping on Kendrick's moment out of nowhere just to gain traction. Joey got jumped for being stupid. Because what do you mean too much West Coast dick licking? Why can't people praise the West Coast? Like, why you want attention? Why you hating on that? I don't know. Yeah, that card was kind of crazy. That card was kind of crazy. Oh, okay, gotcha. So my brother's procedure has been done, so I'm gonna go ahead and head up there to see how he's doing. Appreciate y'all keeping me company. This didn't even feel like 3 hours that we were on stream for 3 hours. But I appreciate y'all hanging in here, chatting with me. Thank you to everybody who sent in a donation. I really appreciate it because it does help the channel a lot. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. If you're not in the Discord, there should be a link in my description. Join the Discord, come continue the conversation over there. We talk about a whole bunch of different stuff. We got tour updates, we got trending topic updates, we got news updates. We talk about a whole bunch of different shit, not just Kendrick. We talk about everyday situations and life as well, pets, food, all of that. So if you want, come join the Discord. And yeah, y'all have a good night. Hit the like on your way out, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Y'all enjoy y'all night.
Hey, cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey, cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey, cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey, cousin.